Hi, Receptive Radio, October 26, 2023. Tune into your self-care. And this has been big this week for me, self-care. I'm coming off a big trip that I flew in and out of for 4 days and was up early, up late on the way back. And I'm catching up this week, and self-care has been my main priority. I got a little cold, like so slight, but slight enough to make me feel tired. And then also I coughed and my back went out. So a little bit of pain as well. And so what is that telling me? It's telling me I need to rest. I need to take care of myself. I need to put myself first. And luckily this week I've been able to do that. I think since the beginning of the year, I have been going hard, like focused, driven. I finished a career on May 1st in another field and then started this business full time. And I've been laying foundations. I've been doing setup work. I've been working with clients, which is the best part of the job. But every day I've been doing something, and I really haven't taken a break. I haven't taken any self-care, and it's like my body is now saying, you have to do it now. Because I'm actually going on another big trip starting next week. And so, what does self-care look like for you? It might look like resting, which means doing nothing, not watching TV, not watching Netflix, but like laying down, resting. It might look like sleeping in. It also might look like you choosing to say no to friends and family when there's an obligation that you feel obligated to go to, like a dinner or a school event. It might take a boundary being put up saying, no, I this is not going to help me feel better. That might be the type of rest that you need. It might not be going into work, taking a personal day or a personal week to recover. I noticed that I was at an event, and I think there was 1,500 people there, and it was all new information. New in the sense of I thought I was studying marketing and branding, but really I don't know anything about marketing and branding. I was at this big gathering event in Banff, Canada, Alberta. And there was a lot of people there, a lot of energy, and I felt it was really good. It was really good, but there was so much information that I actually need time to process and integrate that information. And the energy of other people, even though I'm a really protected person, I'm very good at energy management, I feel like I'm enjoying not being around any people right now for a few days for this week, Even though I'm seeing people on Zoom and they're my favorite people, I'm happy to see them. But otherwise, I've just been keeping it low profile, staying home, not doing anything that involves an event or a dinner or a commitment or an obligation to somebody else. And so then also other ways that some of my friends that take care of themselves is they go on a drive to a beautiful small country old town, or they, what else do they do? I've got some notes here. Oh, this is what I did yesterday. I was out. I was getting a chiropractor appointment. And then I decided, because I live so close to the ocean, I never go there, not enough. I decided to just drive down to the beach, White Rock. I actually found a parking spot. I paid for 20 minutes and I sat on a log on the gravel, and the tide was in and the sun was shining just directly right on me where I was sitting. And I just sat there. I didn't do anything to, I just sat there and enjoyed the waves coming in, the sun shining on me, and the quiet. And there was other people around, but they weren't big in the picture. So, I mean, that's another way to just self-care. And I didn't even tell anybody I did that. I never said, oh, I went to the beach for 20 minutes. I just did it. Didn't ask anyone for permission. I didn't feel obligated I had to tell anybody. I'm telling you now, but that's this. So those are forms of self-care. Another thing I've been doing this week is I've been sleeping. And I've been taking rests and just listening to my body. Because as soon as I feel, oh, I have energy, I can start doing something, I feel tired again. And it's this cold. It's a little cold. I know that I'm not 100%. And if my body is saying, no, tired, I'm going to listen to it and say, okay, I will rest more. And I actually have no trouble resting. Like immediately I can go back to sleep or feel like I don't have to worry about anything else except myself and my self-care, my health. While I've been resting, I've been looking at gyms. I'm getting inspiration to start working out after I get back from this next big trip and becoming stronger in my body so I don't have to keep going to the chiropractor. Still recovering. I'm still recovering from changing careers. I'm still recovering from moving from something that was extremely frustrating, very demanding, very high stress. And my body is still letting go of that commitment to being stressed out all the time that I was in for many, many years, 18 years, committed to being, managing a high load of stress. And my body is still, after 6 months, I think I've been out of it, still learning how to come back to a normalcy, like of not being stressed out. It doesn't even, I'm still learning how to deal with not being stressed out. And that's just coming back to an equilibrium, to a balance. So when is self-care most important? When you are getting sick or a sickness comes on, or you hurt yourself and you need to rest. The body actually heals faster when we slow down. Less is more. So the less we do, the more we can heal in a faster way. And also when you've been going so hard for so long and you've been pushing and forcing and moving yourself in a forward momentum, but also forcing yourself to do it because you want to do it, but also, doing it when you're tired even, that can create an opportunity to, when it's most important, to take self-care. After a big event or a workshop, and now you need to process and integrate the information. Another, I think that's it. There's probably other ones as well. Okay. And your animals, they are very good for self-care because cats especially, they like to nap. I think they're professionals at napping. And even dogs, they're good with resting. They like to lay on the couch. And so they'll always support you in taking time and self-care for yourself. And it's so important, self-care, when the outside world seems to be in chaos. It's so important to really bring yourself back to yourself and do what feels right for you. We can get hooked into the distractions of war, of news, of other people fighting, family problems. And when we're depleted, it's really hard for us to be effective at helping anybody else. So when we are restoring ourselves in a period of self-care, of resetting, I'm resetting because I'm going to be moving into an up level that's going to require more energy than I've ever given it before. And I'm in the process of developing that life force, healing any old stress that's still lingering from the old profession. And I'm resetting because I never gave myself the chance to reset. And I didn't have the opportunity even, and it wasn't the time. But I feel right now is the time to reset. And we're also being supported. We're in the middle of 2 eclipses. There's another eclipse, the lunar eclipse, coming on Saturday. And we had one on the 14th. It was a big eclipse. And lots of big things have happened in the world since then during that time. And like it or not, the cycles of the moon, the cycles of the sun, the cycles of the constellations and the stars, they do have a pull on our energy, especially the moon. I mean, she can pull water and create bigger tides, and we're mostly water, so she's pulling on us as well. And to honor that, if I'm getting the message to rest more this week, then that is what I'm going to do, because I feel like that is how I'm going to go for the next bid for power, which I'm doing next week. So, and I'll talk about that more in the next episode. But self-care. So what can I help you with right now with self-care? Let's take 3 breaths. First one, to just let go of any stress. And the next one, to tune into the present moment. And the third one, just to land in your bodies, come right into your feet, into your lower dantian, your belly. Just begin breathing normally. Looking inside your body with your breath, with your inner vision. And just tuning into yourself. We don't do enough of this. We don't tune into ourselves to listen to ourselves. We're often tuning into what is needed of us, what is required, what is the obligation or commitment I'm supposed to show up for next. But do we look inside to see what the body, the emotional body, the physical body, the intellectual body, the mental body, and the energetic body need? So look at the physical body first. Just guide your breath to your feet, your inner vision. And look inside your feet. Just notice. You might notice right away that something is sore in your body, or constricted or tight. As you bring your attention up your legs, inside of your legs. Like right now, I'm noticing I have congestion in my nasal sinuses here. It's not bad, but it's there. I notice I have a little bit of congestion in my chest. What do you notice for yourself? You're tuning in, you're checking in with yourself, your self-care. As you come up to the top of the head, you might notice your eyes are tired, or your ears are plugged. Or you might notice it's really clear and your body feels amazing. And you can bring your attention to your emotional body, your heart center. Just noticing how you feel right now. Without any judgment, just letting yourself feel exactly how you feel. And honoring that. Pay attention to that feeling. In general, I feel good, but I feel tired. My physical body is tired. It's working harder. To fight off this cold, to keep it as minimal as possible. And then notice your mental body, your intellectual body. Is your thoughts really active? What are your thoughts about? Not judging them, just tuning into them. Or is your mind more quiet? Is it still? Is it peaceful? And tuning into your energetic body, that energy that's outside of your physical body. You can just start with a few inches from your skin, all around you. Notice your energy. Can you notice your energy? Do you notice that there's space behind your back even? Does it feel vibrant and awake? Or sluggish and tired? Dull? Or happy? Colorful? Radiant? Sense into your energy. Just keep sensing into yourself. There's no rush here. We're rushing all the time. How often do you actually pay attention to yourself? You might think when you're working out or you're running or you're driving that you're paying attention to yourself, but you're doing something else at the same time. When you're looking inside, you're not doing anything else. You're looking at yourself. Give yourself this opportunity right now for a few minutes to just be quiet. Creating space for self-care, for self-awareness, for putting yourself first. Might even notice you feel better, more alive, more present, just by looking at yourself from the inside. Calm, grounded, your imagination open. So thank you so much. We'll see you next week.